Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Recently, I tried to share a video on Face showing the flower massacre, but of course they banned it. They are trying to prevent the world from seeing what happened in Gaza because they're ashamed of it. The thing is that if you're ashamed of it, why do it? They cover it up, but they cannot cover it up from the eyes of God. Almighty Allah has a plan. Allah has a law. And that is that whoever goes to extremes in being cruel and being a zalim, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destroys them. Simple as that. If you read the Holy Quran, you can read the stories about those who were destroyed. If you look through history and read the pages of history, you can see for yourself many nations who rose to power, like Nimrod and Pharaoh, eventually Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took revenge on them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not allow a nation to live forever, even if it's hundreds of years. If they do their cruelty, eventually Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will destroy them. He gives them, a respite, but He does not let them go on with that forever. Just look, even in recent times, like Hitler, how he, in a short while he was destroyed. So this is the law of Allah. In Turkey you have Nimrod's statues. You have the body of Pharaoh, which has been preserved. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, we will preserve his body as a warning, as a lesson for those who come after. So Israel and America and all these these supporters of Zionism, they, by doing their oppression, they are actually just being about their own destruction. They will not succeed. Nobody can break the law of Allah. Nobody can challenge Almighty Allah. Just to finish this video off, when I was in the UK, there was a documentary on the TV. It was about an American soldier who was in Vietnam, and they invaded a village and done just exactly what they're doing in Gaza now. They slaughtered all the people, And this soldier says that a young boy came in front of him and I just bang blew his brains out, But before I'd done that, he looked at me as if to say, why, what have I done? That expression in his face. Anyway, years after, he came back to America, he got married, had children, settled down. And then one day when he was sitting at home, there was gunfire outside. So he ran outside and he saw that there was police, chasing a robber, and a shooting took place, and his son got caught in the middle and he got shot. So he ran up to his son, and he saw the expression on his son looking at his dad saying, why me, what have I done? The same expression as that kid which he killed in Vietnam, And ever since then, when he was saying this, his hands were shaking. Ever since then, he'd been on depression drugs. So basically he went mad, So that is the revenge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon him in this world, and of course the destruction in the hereafter is much greater, So those people who think that they can cover it all up by hiding the videos and everything, you can't. You're only bringing about your own destruction. Can you not see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has control over the hearts of the people, your own people, millions of people in the world, in America, in Russia, in China, in Japan, in Europe, everywhere. They are standing up in support of the people in Gaza. Allah is changing their hearts, because people still have hearts, no matter what their political feelings might be, they have hearts. There are still many of them that have not been corrupted yet, and they will stand against you. And once the people stand against you, and they do economical boycotts, then you cannot face the whole world, man. You cannot challenge the whole world. The governments are in need of the people. The people are not